What's up, YouTube? DR2727. Shout out to all my collectors. And if you're in the Atlanta area this Saturday, July 18th, I will be at Legion Con. Me, the homie Gib ATL, Bobby from Bot versus Con, we'll all be there this Saturday. And we'll probably do a meetup afterwards. You can see the address on the show. But if you're free, come by and holler at us and say what's up. Sorry, the address is on the screen, so feel free to stop by. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DR2727. Shout out to my Transformer collectors, 1 to a scale collectors, whatever you collect, shout out to you. And we're doing another 3 things. And this is ThreeZero lockdown. And we very rarely do 3 things for non-transforming transforming figures because typically they hit all the marks. Like they operate at a B plus or better. But this one is a little different. I'm going to combine the first 2 things I like about it into this one video. And the first thing I like about it is the sculpt. The sculpt on Bayverse figures is extremely hard. There's a whole bunch of tick details, a whole bunch of scrapes and paints and scratches and war, detail that they have a hard time sculpting into figures, and they did a masterful job of it. And likewise, the paint, like this paint is spectacular. It's top notch. Say what you will about the Bayverse designs, but one thing you can say is there's a level of intricacy and a level of detail that there's not in any other form of Transformers. And ThreeZero did a great job of sculpting it. You can see right here, and painting. All the paint work is immaculate. Dry brushing, washes, flat paints, glossy paints, translucence, weathering. This is just a master class in how to paint, style, and deco a figure. And the third thing I like about it is it has all the articulation built into it. Now, I know this isn't the best pose, but trust me, it can get in all the poses. It has butterfly joints, it has ankle rockers, it has interchangeable hands instead of, articulated fingers. It has a teapot joint, ab crunch. It has everything you want from an articulation standpoint. And I know you would expect that from a non-transforming transformer figure, but I pulled down the flames towards figure, and I think that this has a deeper range of movement and more range of movement. And that's something to be said, because even though they're not direct competitors, this figure is $150 cheaper than Flames Toys figures. And those are the 3 things I like: the sculpt, the paint, and the deeper articulation you get with this figure. And I'm just doing this recap to show this pose, but on this channel, we don't just say the things we like about the figure. We say the things we don't like about the figure as well. And the first thing I don't like about the figure, hold on, check that. The thing I hate about the figure the most is that they use ball joints everywhere, and they use them at the pelvis area. So you see those 2 flaps on the side, kind of the flanks, and the butt flaps, they're all on ball joints, and they aren't tolerance well. So whenever you go to pose this figure, because most of us, when we manipulate a figure for posing, we grab it, at the waist area. Something pops off. It's either going to be that butt flap or it's going to be one of those 2 pieces on the side. And it severely diminishes the playability and the experience you have with this figure. Like, this figure looks like an A, but plays like a D minus, all because of those ball joints in the pelvis area. I went to a bunch of YouTube videos and reviews, and very few people mentioned it, or if they did, they downplayed it. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. The figure is severely hindered because of those things. It knocks the figure down 2, maybe 3 letter grades just because you can't manipulate the figure. I cannot overstate how frustrating that was, and how I think that was a piss poor design choice to use ball joints, and poorly tolerant ball joints right there. The second thing I don't like about the figure is the accessories only work for the right arm. Like this hook here, it doesn't have a swivel, it doesn't turn, it only works on the right arm. That seems like a very amateur move for a company that's been doing figures as long as ThreeZero has been doing them. I don't know if it's because they were just sticking to movie accuracy or whatever, but they could have either given you 2 or given it a swivel, because what if you want to use it on the left arm? Which leads to my third thing I don't like. You can't remove the left arm from the figure. So the accessories just come with, it's the spark extractor, the gun, the hook, and the sword. And you can only leverage really this combination of it, because what if what if I want to have the spark extractor and the gun as the accessories? He can only use one of them because the right hand comes off. The hook only works on the right hand. Like, there's no excuse for the left hand not being able to come off. Like, I've tried, I did not want to push it or break it or whatever, but like, pretty much this is the only pose I can get him in, modeling more than one accessory, which is a damn shame for a figure that's supposed to be premium and high end. Like, that's just inexcusable. And ThreeZero should be ashamed of themselves. And those are the 3 things I don't like. I don't like how they use ball joints around the pelvis area. I don't like that the accessories only work on the right hand, and I don't like the fact that you can't take off the left arm so you can use more of the accessories. And that's it. But final thoughts, I think that is relying on display and nothing else. Like, shout out to Manu. He always calls fans toys figures posable statues. This is the definition of a posable statue. It's beautiful, but you can't really do anything with it. Once you get it in the pose you like, leave it there, throw it on the shelf, and you will be happy. If you want people want to keep manipulating it back and forth, you will wind up hating life and cussing ThreeZero out. It's not a fun action figure, but it's a beautiful posable statue. Thank you guys as always for watching.